disappear. One day it's like a miracle, it will disappear. It's like the miracle.
Magic only truly exists in one place, the human mind. None of this stuff is real, and none of it works.
None of it real, and none of it works. I don't know what they mean.
Life will never be the same.
Hey, Derek, how you doing today?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, hey. Yeah, doing good, Roger. Hope you're doing good yourself.
I'm wonderful, man. I wanted to look at Dr. Shiva for a little bit. He got my attention.
I'm not quite sure who that is.
You know who Dr. Shiva is? Oh, man.
I mean, maybe I heard of that in passing, but I haven't. I'm drawing blanks.
Oh, he's the modern scientist, he's actually a politician, but he joined up with Weiss, and they were going to do globe versus flat experiments. Never heard of him?
I've probably seen some of his material, but I can't think of any offhand.
Huh. Okay, I'll get him. He's the guy that came up with the swarm, whatever the hell that is.
Okay.
I'll show you him. So I got company. I think it's Chris. Yep, that's Chris. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hey, man. I don't know. Is my mic coming through okay?
You are.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Chris, what are you doing here? No, I'm just messing with you.
Barely hanging on.
Chris.
My downloads, I got to go fix this today. My download speed is like 1 megabyte a second, but my uploads are 25 megabytes a second. So my audio is coming through and I'm making a connection. So I'm hanging out for the time being.
You sound fine.
Yeah. That's a big gap, though, isn't it?
Yeah. 1 megabyte a second. And I pay for gig. I should be having 1,000. I got one.
That's a big difference. So have you heard of Shiva, Chris?
No.
Dr. Shiva?
Nope.
No.
No, I haven't heard him.
Yeah, I'll show him to you guys right quick. So you might recognize him. Dr. Shiva is a MIT PhD.
Is that so?
Yeah. He's got a YouTube page. Here you go. Here he is.
Must be really smart.
No. He's more of a politician than he is a scientist, though.
Yeah.
But you see, he's here with Dave Weiss here.
The MIT Association.
I do know that guy.
I am interested. Oh no, Jared, go ahead, bro.
Oh no, please. That was just a.
I didn't have. I was still talking about Shiva. I mean, I just was commenting. No, this guy MIT. I pay attention when they're MIT associated. Yeah, that's all.
Michigan Institute of Technologies is nothing to sneeze at.
No way, man. That's where they're making all these artificial intelligent bots and stuff.
Yeah.
Headquarters.
Yeah, my dad went there for 2 years when he was in the Navy. They put him into a school there. He trained for radar technologies, I guess. I don't know what they teach you when you go there about radar or what the Navy would put you in there for to start with, but he did. Mm-hmm. They give you one of those pieces of paper. College diploma.
Yeah.
We were talking.
It's not too shabby to have one of those though. From
when you make cash, yeah, it does help. When you apply for a job, you can have one of those laying around. Like, oh yeah, he's got a degree.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Automatic.
It looks like he's in the health too. Look at it. He's got a thing on colon health, peppermint, garlic, black cumin. Yeah. So he's in the holistic medicines, it looks like.
Oh.
Yeah. And here's their flat earth summit thing they did. They had McToon. Why did they have McToon on there? I don't know. You can see the little thing over here. Acuity was doing a treatment on him, and I pulled up one of his old ones. I was watching. I'm like, yeah, Dr. Shiva. And they were talking, a couple people were talking about this swarm last night. So whatever that is. I guess the swarm is like a group of something or other. Bees, maybe? Wasp? Okay, he said covering all the main topics that any other conspiracy theorist would cover. Like he's got some stuff on ice here and a few other things in this. He's no different than a flat earther, I guess.
Whatever they're gonna allow him, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Dr. Shiva was still a Glober.
Yeah, he is.
Right. Okay.
But he's doing summits with flat earthers. I think he got a hold of Dave Weiss, or he came. I think he came on Flats' show one time or something. Maybe. I'm trying to remember if he did.
I would have to check. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But he wants us to take a scientific route when it comes to the shape of our world, as he would call it. It's a category area to start with. That nothing to do with science is a shape of our world, does it? Nah.
No.
I was going to watch a clip of him right quick. Let's see if I can pull it back up where I was at. Dr. Shiva. D-Man has some heavy thoughts on him because he actually is a politician for the most part. He is in politics. And he's in his area, so. Let's see what Dr. Shiva's got to say with David Weiss here. Didn't I see him up there? It was the homepage. Yeah. There we have the summit. There's David.
See him right there. Where are flat earthers?
We're right here.
We're all over, man. We're everywhere.
Good question, ain't it? We're on the Earth.
All right, Dave. So what's the goal of this discussion?
The goal of this discussion is to open your mind to some questions that you may have never known that you had, and to point out some things that you assume to be true.
That's quite a statement. And there's some questions you never knew you had, and things that might be true that you didn't know. Holy crap. Dave is a gem, isn't he? Yeah.
Planting the seed.
Oh, yeah. Get down. All right, here we go.
True, that are clearly not true. I mean, we're taught that we live on a ball. Have you ever questioned it? Have you ever? No, you haven't. You were told before you had the ability to think. You were told by your teachers. There was a globe in front of your classroom. Sesame Street had astronauts on it and globes on it. And
let me ask you one thing. So the experiment that they did in Antarctica, maybe we should just...
Oh, no. He brought up TFB. The experiment. Now, anybody know about this experiment they did in Antarctica? And please fill me in on what the experiment was.
No. Yeah. What experiment exactly? We've been wondering about this for some time now.
Yeah. But he's saying it like it actually is a thing. So,
well, I mean, which is ironic. He's supposed to be a doctor, a scientist, and
he doesn't know what science is, dude.
When we can't actually find any experiment done there.
Even if they did, I don't think they'd release data on it. Like you said, McToon had the magnetic field data or something.
Yeah, he never put it out. He never published it that I know of. So. He was doing it on the way down there. Actually, he was just stopping in the middle of his lives on the way down. And well, I'm taking magnetic readings down in Punta Arenas is where he started, I think. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Super Sidewinder wants to know if he has 6 arms. I don't know. I doubt it. Let's take his coat off. We'll see.
Yeah.
Does Shiva have 6 arms?
Oh, like the Hindu god?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, my grandson, we were eating at a Indian restaurant here when he was about 2, and he got up and he grabbed a little statue of Shiva. He goes, "Horror," and that's all he said.
Oh, dang!
That's at 2 years old.
Out of the mouth of babes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, good God! Yeah, that was. I wish I had it. I wish I had my camera out. I would have recorded that. It was. I laughed, and the mother and father looked at me like I was crazy. But anyways, kids.
Start describing that.
It wasn't an experiment. It was an observation of a light in the sky, and that light in the sky is actually an impossible light that doesn't.
Dave actually nailed it. He did. He'd been listening to Oakley for a bit. Yeah, that's not an experiment. That's an observation. Absolutely.
He's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that really was when it came to with the midnight sun stream. By the way, I'm going to keep pushing for me to get down there. If I don't, it's going to make me go crazy. One of the two. So
Oh, you're not going to go crazy. You'll be fine.
now I'm going to go. I'm going to get down there, and
Well,
I'm not
no,
going to.
even if you don't go, you won't go crazy. Is what I'm saying.
So I'm going to re-update my GoFundMe, and I'll stick it around. We'll get enough money to get the ball rolling again. I got my foot in the door at least.
Well,
right
it's
now.
like, well, no. The real question is why aren't other Globe advocates pushing for you to go?
Because they don't really want me to go. They'll tell me that they do, but yeah. And getting the live stream is going to be like the main thing. I have to push for that. That's the one thing that they didn't do. They could have done it, dude. They really could have. I don't know.
Well, if they went, allegedly.
Yeah. I
But they
can't
didn't.
say neither or. Can you? Nobody's going to tell you that they didn't go. Let's put it that way. Especially in the crew, like
Well,
none of the
I
participants.
can't prove that they actually did go. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing was they were supposed to bring down how many people altogether on the original TFE. This is why I tried to sign in and get on it. It was like 24 people, 12 from each side, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many went?
2 out of 3 from the.
Yeah, 3 from our side, and how many people were? They had 10 people on their side. That's and he could have put my GoFundMe on his site. He didn't do it.
Yeah, one of them is still saying theirs flat. So
Yeah, at least one of them. The other one's like running around trying to prove a globe. Good luck.
Doesn't make any sense. So the question is, if you're trying to build a house, do you go and measure the ground or do you measure the sky?
Earth. Did we go down a rabbit hole? I didn't feel it.
Right? You measure the ground. Looking up at the lights in the
Did-
sky,
this-
you can, the
Yeah.
globe.
This is on Shiva's site. This is one of Durr's shows. You kind of find out weird, anybody? Derek? Chris? Why would Shiva post Dave's video on his website?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
So we'll find out what he's trying to get to.
I think he's using just to promote himself. He's using Dave's Down the Rabbit Hole to promote his. He's in the limelight, so any PR is good PR for a politician. So,
Well, right. I mean, yeah, I can make some suspicions, but I think you're kind of
on the head,
hitting the nail on the head there, Roger. Yeah.
I try every once in a while. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
No, but it's like he'll use him for a little while just to try to act like he slams him later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good politician.
Well, that's what all the anti-flat earthers do on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, let's have a little talk with each other, and then they'll edit out stuff
Yep.
and manipulate it and act like they came out on top when they never did.
Oh, good God.
Mm.
Anybody here vote for Wes on the thing? I know Chris did. I changed his vote. Yeah. Who'd you change? You went to Sean Hawkins, right?
No, not Sean. I would do. I guess since I originally did Brenda, I'll go back to Brenda. But
Okay,
if
Brenda's
I
on.
didn't, I would do Craig from FTFE because
I got you.
I keep getting pop-ups on him all over my life, and I haven't banned him because
He loves you, man. That's what it is. He wants you to come over and say hi.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Just go on the show. He'll send you a link, and you can come up and have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Well,
that'd
I've
be
been
a good
thinking further about that, like the Glurf Award, the Globe Advocate.
Okay.
I do have to actually change my vote from Brenda to Wesley, because at least Wesley actually tries to defend stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas Brenda
Wesley's
will just
okay.
outright deny basic observation and say, "Oh, that's a claim."
Yeah, but
Like, no, it's not a claim; it's an observation.
I disqualified Wes because of what he did to PJ. What he said about.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. That's the straight up slander in my book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
You heard it. You watched Vicky's live, didn't you?
no, I didn't.
Go take a look at it. See what Wes said.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay, then don't.
I'm not going to give any more wood to that fire. No, thank you.
No. All right.
Mm.
I don't blame you.
I went back to
model
watch it a
was
second
based off
time,
of the
Man,
and it was hard. I couldn't because I was, it
Yeah.
was hard for me to even do it a second time. Like, it's very difficult.
I haven't touched it with a
Yeah.
typical since I looked at it the first 10 minutes or whatever I watched of it. I
Yeah,
can't do it.
it was just the whole situation. Yeah, it was bad.
It's bad. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's play some more.
angles of the lights in the sky, and we can get into that. But the lights in the sky make no sense. Let's get into it because I'll show you how impossible the globe is. It's totally impossible. Here's the thing. Everyone has the same story. When I was first, I was doing a conspiracy podcast and people brought up flat Earth.
Are we live? Right? Are you recording?
We're recording, sure. And I'll start
Okay.
wherever. So welcome,
Mhm.
Dr. Sheep.
Yeah, he got him, didn't he? We're recording. Yep. Uh-huh. He didn't think he was. He thought he was on a Skype call or something. That's funny. Shiva looks like he's a little bit mad about it, doesn't he? Just a tad. Sorry.
Or I'm on your show. I'm not sure which one it is, but we're having two conversations, two grown men having a conversation about the realm that we live in. And
Dave, what do you put it up on what, YouTube or
YouTube.
Facebook? Okay.
All right.
All right.
I normally let you excuse me. I'm losing my voice a little bit, so I've done a lot of interviews. I normally you put it up and then I share your version. That way you get all the new views because we have a large audience.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
like-
We're fine. You can put it up.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
don't.
Either way.
I don't care. I'm not monetized or anything.
Yeah.
I normally just
Yeah.
try to put it up.
That's ironic.
So you're brand new to this.
Dave's not monetized. Do you guys have you heard of this? I thought he was monetized.
No, I didn't know that a flat earther, at least that kind of content could be. I mean, I guess you could be monetized, but there's
Well,
no money to be made.
Yeah, me and PJ both are eligible for monetization now, as it is. I've applied for it. He could activate his if he wants to. I mean, we can't. They won't demonetize us for content. They can't because they can't disprove any of our claims to begin with. The thing is, like, the only thing they can do is suppress us in the algorithm. So,
Right.
yeah, they can't block our content.
We don't do it for
They-
money.
They'll monetize you. Flats is monetized. Let's see who else is monetized. Nathan Oakley is monetized. A lot of the big flat earther YouTube channels are monetized. I thought Dave was actually. Now, let's see
Well,
what
it's like they run ads on his channel when he uploads videos, so I don't know how he's not monetized.
and that's what Nathan does for a living too. He makes his money off of YouTube.
But if he's not, okay, I'll take the correction.
I think Dave makes enough money off his app probably. If you pay for the premium app, the big one, it's $10. I think the $10 fee it has taxes, like it rounds up to 13 or so, but it's like every 6 months or something. And you get the friend finder with it, and you get all the games to go with it. You have the app, don't you, Derek?
No.
I still have it, but I don't have the paid version anymore. I quit paying for it. I got it when it first came out. I thought it was really cool. I could meet flat earthers in my neighborhood, and I went to go meet some of them, and none of them ever really were available to meet up with you. They have meetups at libraries and stuff, and I was always working at the time, so I never got a chance to go to any of these things.
Well, it's like I didn't really need the app to meet other flat earthers in real life because the ones I had already met are, I mean, as logical as they are about flat earth, like spiritually, they are still psychotic.
Yeah. Well, that goes with the
Like,
world.
it's like the sun, S-U-N, is just a metaphor for Jesus.
For Christ. Yeah, I know.
Like, dude, no. Or Jesus has already returned. Like, no, he has not. Like, I literally, engaged with that in real life.
They're not really Christian, you might say.
Right. So I don't even care anymore if a person is a flat earther when they negate straight up scripture.
Yeah, they do. But there's a lot of new age people out here that don't even
And because they think,
Sure.
we declare flat Earth, that makes us right about everything spiritually. Well, no, absolutely not.
No, not at all.
Well,
I wouldn't agree with that.
I think when you start telling them you live in a realm and that there's a God, I mean that shows creation, and a lot of people like Belad was saying the other day that they're not ready to face all their bad doings, and
Correct.
a lot
Well,
of people
they don't
are
want
ready
judgment.
Right. And no, and because they want to be, they are right about flat Earth, yes, granted. But because they're right about that, they want to be considered right in every other avenue.
Of course.
Jesus actually never existed. He's just an invention of Rome. Like,
That's
no,
what a lot of people think. Yeah. What time is PJ going on, guys? Do you know?
5 o'clock or 4 o'clock your time, I think.
That's what it said, but it's telling me here it's within 2 hours. So, strange.
Well,
I
right.
just think it's kind of
Well,
odd.
within 2 hours, about an hour and 19 minutes for you, I think.
It says 4 p.m. Let's see. I was going to look at it right quick.
I think Flatstead Shame Day. I think it's because it's Valentine's Day, and I love you, God. That's my Valentine's this year.
Well,
every day, I guess.
Yeah, I think we got the gist of Shiva and Dave's little interview there. So he's just going to hit him with the typical Dave Weiss gotchas. Like, what about the sun that appears to set, and he'll do a demonstration or whatnot of how perspective works. And I'm trying to get Carl to see that because he's making these claims that, Jupiter and the moon are above or below, or the moon goes lower and stuff. That's just due to perspective. When the moon appears to go lower as it gets further away, it's just because it's going further away. But some people don't get perspective, and it's not
top. Talk about FE Nation.
Yeah, Carl.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen that, and then like even recently, like the past week, I've seen the moon. It'll be like rising. It'll be at the horizon, kind of, and it'll be I don't know, like you're saying, right?
Yes.
It'll have a different look, even a color. I've seen it like dark, like orange, and then as it gets high in the sky, it turns like whiter.
Yeah, that's just due to the medium. I think that's why you get the color changes, but the size and its distance away is due to perspective. When I first named this channel, I did a couple of streams on the laws of perspective, and they're pretty simple. I don't want to go into complete detail now, but I did on the stream. I actually we went through all 5 laws of perspective, so it's not hard to comprehend it. That's how your eyes work.
It's relevant, man. It's all relevant.
Well, speaking of New Age stuff, not David, but Eric Dubay, one of Derek's favorite proponents of the flat Earth, right? He's right down that list of New Age concepts when it comes to it.
Well, Eric Dubay, he's a great flat earther. He really is.
Yeah, but when it
I'll
comes
give
to
him credit where credit is due. But yeah, as far as spirituality is concerned, he's nowhere on mark.
No. Well, I think he's a Taoist or whatever. He's a Buddhist, or he varies back and forth.
He's lost.
Yeah, he's not there all the way there on that side. I'm on the same page with y'all, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he put out a video today. Do planes inherit the motion of the Earth? I wanted to take a look at it with everybody before PJ goes on. It looks like a decent video. It explains how flight works and how the conservation of momentum that they always like to scream about. When you leave here, you conserve the momentum of the Earth itself when you're out of its reference frame. I don't know how that works, but if you leave the inertial reference frame, you conserve that momentum. I don't understand how that works. I like to see it happen in principle. Have you ever seen it happen? I guess they kind of demonstrated to have people jump out the back of trailers at a low speed. Like, oh, look, he didn't get thrown backwards. I've had it happen to me. I've jumped out of things in motion, and I still kept I didn't keep momentum. I lost all momentum. I dropped like a rock. If I'm conserving momentum, I don't know. I guess gravity's a fix-all in that situation. Does anybody understand the law of the conservation of momentum? If there's a law, I don't know. I should look that up.
I understand it.
Okay. Well, give me a description of it.
Conservation of momentum. What? Well, it's whatever stays in motion. Whatever's in motion wants to stay. I don't know the exact definition, but I know what you're saying, man. I mean, just living life.
Yeah,
You're in a car, you jump
it's like
out.
whatever's in
you'll
motion
start-
stays in motion unless counteracted by another
Well, that-
force.
yeah, but I don't know if that's a conservation of it. No, you know. Is that one of Newton's rules or laws or whatever you want to call it?
All right, if you
I
want
know,
to
I
call
know.
it a law.
You know,
I'm gonna
objects.
look it up.
Yeah. And while you're doing it, I'll get Derek DeBase. I got it ready. So if you want to pull up the definition.
And yeah, it's like if I ever were to talk to Eric, I probably would need to apologize for his main channel being banned years ago. Because I'm pretty sure it was me.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't doubt it. I got Jay Hartley and Matthew in here. Hey guys, and Jeff Gashead's here. Jeez, I got a crowd.
Jeez.
That's Daryl.
I'm trying to find a simplified definition, and it's a half a page of equations. That first thing that pops up. It's like, oh my god.
Yippee! Yeah, it's way too complicated. I wouldn't be able to wrap my tiny little head around it.
Man, like they do this so confusing. Like I could share my screen.
Go ahead. Show how confusing it is. That makes it even better.
Oh my god, it just makes me want to just skip over and get the gist of the basic. These. Like to me from share. Okay, yeah, I am. Okay, like I pull this up. It's like conservation of momentum off of NASA.gov, the first link, and it's like, wow. Okay, you want me to just understand it based off of this? Great. But basically, the definition is this: it. A law of conservation of momentum states that the total momentum of a closed system remains constant, neither created nor destroyed, if no external forces acts upon it.
Well, you put the nail in the coffin right there in a closed system.
Okay.
They don't have a closed system. The Earth isn't a closed system.
Yeah. And then you get into this, and it's just blah blah blah, all this jargon, just jargon, bunch of.
It's worthless.
Yeah.
Well, it's like they always have to treat it as a closed system, but always call it an open system.
Explain that to me.
Well, I can explain it very simply. They're just lying.
There you go. All right.
I'll be right back.
Let's take a look at Eric Dubé's little video right quick. I don't think it's that long. But I love anything when it comes to flight, because flight is one of those things that are really hammer our points home. Let's see. You ever look at pitch data that we got from the MDSD, Chris? I know you saw me.
Sorry.
Have you looked at the pitch data we acquired from the MDSD? We have a flight.
MDSD.
Yeah. The God, I can't pronounce.
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, I'll do another stream on it. We'll just do a stream on it. You got to cover the pitch data is very intensive. Yeah,
okay. I'll go over it whenever you want to, man.
No problem. Hey, I'll do, like the next stream. I'll do it. Eric Dubé. Jets do planes inherit the Earth's motion? I'm going to go with a no. I don't think they do. That they need it to. I'm pretty sure.
And I've specifically heard Craig from FTFE saying if you were up in the air, the Earth rotates underneath you. So he's a firm Coriolis.
And that's not. He needs to get on board with their claim. Never mind. Anyway,
yeah. They don't even know. They have different. It depends on when they want to use it. Like photons, like light could be photons or a wave. It just depends on when and how you want to use it. And one moment it's a photon, one minute it's a wave. Yep. Anyway.
Yeah, I got a new Discord. It's called Worldwide Debates, and I went over there today, and guess who was in the chat with me? I'm sitting there listening to him, Arwen.
Well, yeah, I see him here or there, rarely on Discord.
Yeah, they were talking about magnetic universes that they were getting involved in.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know.
He seems really nice and cordial on Discord usually, which is quite the opposite of a lot of his when he gets
live stream. Yeah, the early bird. Yeah, he turned into a monster, dude.
Yeah.
All right, let's play this thing.
Common sense would suggest that if the Earth is constantly spinning 1,040 miles per hour eastwards at the equator, there should be a significant difference in eastward versus westward flight durations. In reality, the supposed spin of the Earth never factors into flight times, whether traveling north, south, east, or west. Spinning globe Earth defenders claim the reason for this is that the entire atmosphere perfectly spins in sync along with the Earth, and all planes inherit and maintain the Earth's eastward spin for their entire flight durations. To quote YouTube's own Budget Bill Nye, Mr. Sci-Fi Scam Man Dan, when a plane takes off, it already has the Earth's rotational speed built into it. It's inheriting that eastward momentum from the surface, like passengers on a moving train.
Well, how about the westward momentum? Never mind. I've heard him try to describe it, but yeah. But it doesn't change the flight times at all, does it?
No, you got different when it depends on your latitude. The tropic 0 to 30, they're easterly. From 30 to 60, they're westerly, and then at the North Pole, 60 to 90, it switches depending on the season. So, yeah, that's going to affect you. Fly in the troposphere, right? And you got.
Yeah, that's not due to the spinning Earth, though.
No. Yeah, there's a lot more to factor in than just that. Than just the currents in the air.
Yeah,
and depending on where you're flying.
There you go. Nothing to do with spin. There you go.
Now that's a very convenient claim, and simple to say. But where is any proof? The exact same results would happen over a motionless Earth. So where is any evidence to differentiate and prove that flights are actually inheriting Earth's supposed 1,040 mile per hour eastward motion for their entire flight durations versus the simpler, common sense, geocentric claim that the Earth is stationary?
Ooh.
To save you the suspense, there is no such evidence. Just stories about throwing balls on moving trains and insisting the allegory is the answer. But if you're going to claim that Earth and the atmosphere are constantly in perfect sync, spinning eastwards 1,040 miles per hour, while giving every flight a speed boost for their entire duration, which makes it all imperceptible and impossible to differentiate from flying over a simple, motionless Earth, well, the burden of proof is entirely on you. And let me remind you of what else you must prove to uphold this frankly ridiculous claim. The globe Earth doesn't just spin one speed. Depending on what latitude you take off from, the globe spins anywhere from 0 miles per hour to 1,040 miles per hour, and everywhere in between. At the poles, 90 degrees north and south latitude, the globe is essentially spinning in place like a top, going 0 miles per hour. At 89 degrees latitude, the globe only spins a slow 18 miles per hour. At 80 degrees latitude, it spins a brisk 180 miles per hour. At the tropics, it blasts past the sound barrier at 955 miles per hour.
Wow.
And at the equator, reaches its max speed of 1,040 miles per hour. So which speed do planes inherit? The speed of where they take off from? Or just whatever speed the globe needs for whatever latitude they're currently flying over?
I think you nailed it. Whatever speed they need. They morph into what they want. Anytime you ask a question, they'll have to reference something. But I mean, how does the linear speed of these things, how does it change so much? Just because of the radius value or the circumference of the Earth? That's why it changes its apparent speed, or what is its actual speed? I mean, it would be the same across the board, right?
Right. That is hard to grasp mentally. The
Yeah,
globe point of view, because if it's spinning, it's the whole thing's spinning at the same rate.
yeah,
It's just the apparent speed. I get what the heck.
yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let's get back to them.
The latter. Otherwise, all north or southbound flights wouldn't keep speed, and flights taking off from the poles wouldn't be able to inherit any Earth motion at all. So what is this mysterious mechanism that allows planes to not only inherit Earth's alleged motion, but to also auto-adjust depending on what degree of latitude the plane is currently flying over? If a flight takes off from the South Pole, where the globe spins at 0 miles per hour, how can that plane inherit the necessary motion it needs as it flies north towards the equator? Where and how does it gradually pick up the extra 1,040 miles per hour as it travels?
That hurts my head.
And if the flight then continues on to the North Pole, is your contention that in this instance it disinherits the speed it gained? How does that happen? Why do some planes disinherit Earth's motion mid-flight while others maintain it?
Do you see the daylight, not just the sunlight? Right, Chris? You see it?
No. I mean, yeah, I see what they're calling that little bit of blue or whatever. That's daylight. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Not
And I don't know what they're in right here in this particular. It looks like
this is
of some sort.
Yeah, this is doctored from like right at where the clouds are is all CGI up. You know what I mean? They're putting in that.
I would like to get up there. That'd be fun.
I could put my cam on daylight right now and show that it's
Can this actually
way deeper than this fake stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is daytime. The daylight should be like you cannot see through the daylight. You can't see the stars, but it looks like if you're on the ground, you should be able to see freaking everything, stars, whatever.
Oh, right. Exactly, Chris. It's like when you get away from city lights, for example, you can see all kinds of stars.
Yeah.
Huge bunches of them. But all of a sudden, here's this drone, however high, and there like 2 or 3 stars?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, this is a spy plane here at 70,000 foot altitude is what they're saying.
Well, there you go. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
How are we able to see stars better than a drone 70,000 feet high?
But my point is, during the daytime, the daylight is so bright. I mean, I don't know how many lumens they say it is. This is very bright, makes shadows. You can't see through that much.
Well, it's like the ISS shows the same thing.
Yeah, they never show star fields.
No, right. So how are we able to see star fields better than the ISS when we're in between a layer of atmosphere, for lack of a better word, and they have no atmosphere in between, but they can't see anything?
Good question. We'll put that to science.
I guess.
Yeah. No, it's astronomy, and I don't think they got a viable answer. Astronauts actually give you like several different answers and different explanations. And
when you get like U-2 spy plane, all these are doctored daylight imagery because they have to all match. They have to all look the same. So when they're doing like International Space Station, or even when they're taking pictures of the globe halfway to the moon, they want their pictures of daylight and all that to match up.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So, right. Like, daylight is so much deeper. It's so much deeper. And this is a doctored image. You can tell. I mean, there's no daylight. There is no daylight in this.
Let's go further into this flight and see how it doesn't really look that good, does it, from here? I mean, I don't see how bright it really does look to us. Anyways.
Shown on any flight instruments? Or is this whole claim just a convenient story for globe apologists? Furthermore, if flights are supposedly inheriting the globe Earth's motion, the speed must change based not only on latitude, but on altitude as well. Since the entire atmosphere up to 63 miles high allegedly spins along with the globe at faster and faster speeds the higher you go, There must be some mechanism that autocorrects for this too. Over a globe, the higher your altitude, the faster you must be traveling. For example, the globe Earth spins 1,040 miles per hour at the equator at ground level, but if you're flying at 35,000 feet high, there is now a necessary added 2 miles per hour. At the altitude of satellites, extra hundreds to thousands of miles per hour must be added. And by the altitude the International Space Station supposedly exists, it's allegedly constantly spinning eastwards at 17,500 miles per hour. How did it get going that fast? How does it maintain it? Why would Earth's atmosphere spin in perfect sync with Earth up to 63 miles high, but then at 64 miles high give way to non-spinning, non-synced, non-atmosphere? It's easy enough to say the entire Earth and its atmosphere all spin.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah. Do they claim when they're doing these launches with like SpaceX that they're still gaining momentum past like say 12 miles high when they get in the stratosphere? Because there's no propulsion. Yeah, because that's not even possible. There's not any atmosphere to do that. So if they're over like 12 miles high and they're claiming they're still accelerating to whatever 17,000 miles an hour, that's impossible.
Yeah, I'm going to have to end the stream now, guys. I actually have an emergency. Rhonda's going to the hospital, and I had to go meet her over there. She's
get to it. Hop to.
God
bless. Hope everything turns out okay. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, hi everybody else that came in, Ryan and everybody. I got to end this. I got to go. Got to meet her over there. So.
All right. See you later, man.
All right, guys. I'm going to play out for the song, and I'll be heading out that way. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry I have to end this right now. I don't think I want to make it over to PJ's at this rate because it's going to be me at the hospital for the next.
We'll see you later, man.
All right, later.
We'll catch up with you.